Hello, everyone. So, about a year ago, I pressed go live on SoulCloud without really knowing what would happen. I didn't know if anyone would watch it. I didn't know if people would resonate with the conversations about past lives and, soul contracts, the Akashic Records, and all the weird spiritual questions that I've been asking and we've been trying to explore together. And yet, here we are. We're past 500 subscribers, and 1 year later, and somehow this little soul family keeps growing. So tonight, we're celebrating not just Soul Clouds and this channel's anniversary, but you, the people who made this space what it is. And it doesn't matter if you're here weekly live or you're watching the replay right now. This episode is for you. So, hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Diane. I'm an Akashic Records reader and emotional energy healer, and you're watching a special episode of Soul Cloud. Hello, everyone. A lot of people are greeting me in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for that. Yeah, let me just get this. Rossi says, Diane, you will soon have 1K subscribers. I hope so. I and I wouldn't say I missed the 500 subscriber celebration, but during that time I was a bit busy with family stuff. And the next thing I checked, I was at 900. So I didn't mean to go this late and celebrating 500 subscribers, but yeah, here we are. Hello, Alan. Thank you so much. Al is saying, start planning your own 100 subscriber party. I will. I should. And hello, Jax. I want to say hi to the people who are here. Hold on. Jax, hi. Stephanie, violets for roses. Uh, our wonderful, wonderful mods. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to get to 1 year without your help, without the mods' help. So if I don't think I've said it enough, thank you to all the mods, and thank you to each and every one of you who are here. Tiffany Teasdale is also here, and Barbara Hartlove. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your kind wishes. Some people also left their messages before the live, so I want to say hi and thank you to Shining Love Light Truth, to Imelda Sandoval, and Mere Dragon, and Love Light Vibe. Oh, Earth. This is Earth, right? Your Earth. I mean, your handle used to be called Earth. And Barbara Hartlove and D Painless, Calio, and Cheryl. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for your wonderful messages. Barbara Crossfield, thank you so much. So today, I will still be doing Akashic Records readings. But at the end of this episode, I'm going to draw for one person, one lucky person, who will get a 1 hour free Zoom reading with me. So you get to choose between these services that I offer. You can choose Akashic Records readings or energy clearings or your star seed, a star seed reading where you'll get to know your past lives from other star systems. So yeah, I will be drawing for that. And the magical keyword for that is pinned. Well, let me show it here. The magic keyword to get into the draw. And this is totally not rigged, although I win often on the giveaway tool. This is not rigged. The magical keyword for today is 1. Okay. Oh, yes. And happy Mother's Day to the wonderful mothers who are watching right now. Yeah. Those who don't know, you might see like 2 live streams. I usually simulcast. I usually live stream on 2. two separate layouts. First one is the landscape view, which looks like that, and then the mobile view or the portrait view. So you can choose which one is to your liking. And when you have any questions about the channel or about me, since this is the first anniversary celebration, yeah, let's do that. Why not? By the way, sorry, my throat has been weird all day. I the channel anniversary that I oh, what did I do? 1 year and I'm still fumbling with the controls of StreamYard. It feels just like yesterday when I started. Actually, I started this channel. I started uploading my own videos on um, May 5, 2025 at 5:55 a.m. where I'm at. So it's 5:55 start for me. Oops. It was the start of changes and new beginnings for me. So I wanted to do a live stream then, May 5, but again, yeah, it didn't work out. But I'm glad to celebrate it right now with you. I'm very grateful to be here with you right now and celebrate uh, the first channel anniversary. The galactic readings are fabulous. Thank you so much, Nancy Ray. I want to know what's your favorite Soul Cloud episode so far? Like, do you uh like the soul lessons episodes, or the questions that we do about the soul and past lives, or do you like the galactic readings more? I'm interested in knowing. Oh, Shining Love Light Truth is asking, when did your journey begin, Diane? Seems as though you have been doing this many years. Always honored, or always learning, respect always. I'm trying to think of the year right now. I think it was 2023, late 2023 when I started this journey. Initially, I was just meditating. For years, I've been meditating since 2016, but it was on off. I think I started to do it more regularly during the pandemic or right before the pandemic. And then that's when things started to change. I saw angel numbers everywhere and I got curious like, why am I seeing 111 all the freaking time? And 444. Those were the two numbers that I saw very frequently when I was starting this journey. And so, yeah, I Googled the stuff and I wanted to learn more about angel numbers and angels. That's where it began for me, meditation and angel numbers. And I started asking the universe questions. And to my surprise, the universe started answering back. Not immediately at first, but when I threw questions out there while I was meditating, the answer would come back to me like in the afternoon or during the day. Like symbols would appear to me, like one of the most frequent ones at the beginning were feathers. I would see white feathers everywhere. And I'm like, is this a sign or what? And then I started seeing coins, which it only happens during periods. Like there are periods in my life where I would see coins, and there were periods where like I don't see anything at all. So I take those signs as signs from spirit, or signs from my loved ones who have passed on, and from my spirit guides. So yeah, that's how I began. I hope that answers your question. Shining love, light, truth. Oh, Amethyst Lapis Tarot is saying my favorite ones are the ones with white dragon. The galactic information is history, which is always important. Yes, it is. I love doing shows with white dragon as well. He knows a lot more about galactic stuff than I do. I mean, what I know about galactic stuff are mostly history, mostly the past wars, because usually that's what I see in the Akashic records when I do readings for people. Like the how the wars affected them, how being in a star system has affected them, the qualities that they carry over from different lifetimes from those star systems. So those are very interesting. But White Dragon knows the current ones, and I don't totally remember them. I have to ask my guides and angels, like, what have I been doing? What have I been doing while I was asleep? But he remembers stuff. Not all, but I think White Dragon also asks his guides when he wakes up. But yeah, he knows a lot about the current stuff. So I love working with him as well. Tina Bovina is saying, can't pick a fave as all episodes are great and how the messages received are not just intended for the one getting the reading. Yeah, that's what I love about doing public readings like this. You know, I cherish and treasure, one-on-one private readings. But there are some special things that happen during public readings like this. Like one message or one lifetime might actually trigger a memory for someone else. Or the message, the lessons that the person has learned in the past might actually be something that the audience or someone watching the replay is going through and learning. And it helps. And I feel like that's very special. And it's not me, okay? It's not me. I'm just a messenger. I just deliver what I get from spirit. So it's spirit who's doing the work. And yeah, I'm just grateful to be an instrument of that work. Shining Love Light Truth says, special guests with galactic readings. Ah, I have a special treat for you, everyone. I'm supposed to say this. I usually say my next shows during the end of every episode, but I'm excited. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on a guest on a channel. I don't know if you know Kaylee Fogo Pogo, who comes here often in the chat. She's a friend of mine, and I'll be guesting on her channel, Woo Woo Wonderment, tomorrow. I'll be with Jennifer Jerkovsky and Tanis and her and Kaylee. And we've all been Pleiadians at some point, so it's gonna be interesting. But it will be my first time working with Jennifer and Tanis, so I'm excited about that. I'm always excited in learning and meeting about new people. Hello, Brenda Lucas. Thank you for being here. I'm just backtracking if I missed anyone. Oh, Cindy, Cindy, hi! Thank you so much for the greetings. And Mary Black is saying, "Love the Akashic Records readings." Ha, yes, I do. I do love them as well. Um, One of my favorite uh, readings that I do are past life readings because it feels like watching a movie. uh, it feels like watching a movie, and then my client is the hero, the protagonist of that movie, and I get to learn their journey, and I get to share that with them. So I treasure that a lot. I love that. I'm very grateful to be doing the work that I'm doing. Nancy Ray says, I love the Soul and Galactic episode, Sequally. Thank you so much. And hello, Nadia. Thank you for being here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, are they? That's amazing, Rossi. Yeah, I think Kayla also learned from them, so they are amazing teachers. I'll be with them tomorrow in a galactic roundtable, so I'm excited. I love galactic things and learning about things. There are still many that I haven't learned, and I learned from Jennifer. She has a book, The Lyran Legacies, I think. So yeah, if you're interested in learning about the Lyran Wars, it's a beautifully written book from her perspective and what she remembers. Like I said, I don't remember things. I usually just go into the records to see them. But Jennifer remembers. She remembers her past life. So that's special. That's amazing. That's amazing, Rossi. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for posting this, Stephanie. Yes, I will be a guest on that. Thank you. Okay, again. Oh, I have another question from Mere Dragon. Diane, how did you connect to the spirits becoming such amazing? Oh, thank you. Thank you for calling me amazing, amazing Akashic Records reader. Are you born with this gift? No, no, I wasn't. I took classes, and it's not a shame to take classes. Um, but yeah, as I've mentioned, I started with meditation, so I can. I guess what's the advantage of that is that I can more quickly calm my mind. I think when we're doing Akashic Records readings, it's important to get into that space of calm and peace. So yeah, meditating helps a lot with that. But with the connecting with the Akashic Records, I tried to do that while on meditation once. And I think I got in, but I didn't understand. I didn't understand what I was doing. Like I saw myself as a boy just running, and then I didn't understand like why am I running? Why am I why am I small? I didn't understand like the story. I just saw myself. And I think with taking the classes with Val Dragonfly crystals, I was able to like fine tune that and get more information. Yeah, I think that's the right phrase. To get more information on the things that I see and the things that I hear and the downloads that we get through not their audience, but I think with Claire it's coming to me. Uh but yeah, through the Clairs. I think when we do Akashic Records readings, we need to mm, learn how to work with all our Clairs because the information doesn't come with just one. It comes all at the same time through different Clairs. So it's the interpretation, interpreting the reading through all the different Clairs is something that we develop through practice groups. We have practice groups for the people who graduated the class. So yeah, it's been a fun experience, and that's how I developed that gift. Hey, yes, thank you so much for posting this, Rossi. Highly recommended. Oh, purchase responsibly. Bernadette this year asks, "Have you ever experienced anything that scared you?" Okay, hold on. As a child, I often experienced stuff. I wasn't open to anything spiritual because it scared me. I come from a place where there's a lot of folklore. Like people, we have like folklore about people getting spirited away to the underworld and meeting fairies and being asked to stay there and not being able to come back. You know, I think it became a plot to a new, not Pixar. Was it DreamWorks? There's a new movie, a Filipino themed folklore movie that is similar to the stories that I've heard as a child. So I was really scared. Am I going to get kidnapped by spirits? At least as a child, that's how I thought about it. We also have like different creatures, folklore about different creatures. So those things scared me, like the manananggals who ate babies or fetus. Like I grew up on that environment where I was taught that elemental entities or elemental spirits were scary. So yeah, as a child, I was scared a lot. So I think when I was growing up, I wasn't really open to the woo until recently. But in the recent period, I don't think I have been scared that much, thankfully. I haven't experienced anything that scared me that much because I think I'm more powerful than them. I don't want to sound too what do you call this? I don't want to sound too boastful, but I think it's in the state of mind of a person. And if I think that this spirit is going to harm me, then I'm giving my power away. So I usually think I'm stronger than them. Because in the line of work that I do in the energy healing work, it's necessary, I believe, to be able to help others. like with entity attachments and all that. I need I need to think of myself as more powerful than them to be able to help them. I hope that helps. Oh yeah. Stephanie saying, "Oh, I want to watch that movie. I've heard those Spirited Away stories." Yes, we have a lot. We have a lot of them, and about it's hard to when I'm thinking in Filipino in Tagalog to translate it on the spot. But we have these terms about the agimats and like amulets. Yeah, amulets and stuff like that. It's just rich. Our culture is rich with stories like that. So I'm interested in watching the movie as well. Jax is saying, to be fair, a lot of Asian folklore is scary. AF. Yeah. My mom had this record. I swear everything was if you don't obey, you die. Yeah, pretty much, right? If you don't obey something, like someone will take you away. So as a child, it was really scary. Like, we have creatures that are half men, half horses, and then if you don't obey, they'll take you away. They'll whisk you away to the underworld. So yeah, now I'm looking back and it's just, oh my god, what kind of childhood did I have? Now I'm more open to the beings that we meet, and I realize that not all of them are bad. Some of them are friendly AF. So yeah. Hi Donna. Donna Worry is here. Hello, Donna. Oh, Tiffany Teasdale is saying, I think it's my vibrational level why in safe. Ah, yeah. Come to think of it, that makes sense. If you're vibrating in a high enough frequency, then those beings won't be able to reach you. Yeah. This is something that one of my guides told me maybe 2 years ago. Um, the best protection is by increasing your frequency, because in doing so, like it's the long term protection for yourself. Because in doing so, they won't be able to reach you. So yeah, that was a very interesting information from Odin, one of my spirit guides. I don't remember. I don't remember how exactly he phrased it. Whenever I channel Odin, he likes to speak in rhymes. So he said that more beautifully than I did just now. Well, yeah, the best protection is increasing your vibration. Something like that, something along those lines. I'm going to try to get the message. I think I wrote it somewhere. I'll share it later. It's one of the best messages that I got from any of my spirit guides. Mere Dragon saying evil monsters created by lazy adults. I know, right? Like they've been made into a tool for control and manipulation. Hey, if you don't obey me, they're gonna take you away. It's funny. Cheryl says, "Does your family know you have this wonderful gift?" My sister does. I think my brother does too, but he doesn't understand. Yeah, I think my immediate family knows that I do this, but they don't understand like how it works and how I do it. I think the only person who really understands is my sister. But yeah, they're tolerant of it. Thankfully, even though they don't understand, they're supportive. So I'm very grateful for my family. Again, everyone, I'm going to do Akashic Records readings, like maybe five, at least five. So if you're interested in getting a reading today, type in #1. I'll be drawing randomly for, let's say, 3 people. And then towards the end of today's episode, I'll draw for one lucky person who's going to get like a 1 hour free private reading with me. And you get to choose between the 3 services that I offered. You can choose between a general Akashic Records reading. So if you're interested in your past life, um, soul missions and soul purpose, yeah, that might be the reading for you. or Starseed Galactic Akashic Records readings, or um, it's a reading where I'll give you a list of all the star systems where you've incarnated in and tell you your story from where you began until you've come here on Earth. I love doing that reading, and also we can do energy healing or energy clearings for you. That's the third kind of service that I offer. So you get to choose between those three if you win. Violet Ferosa says, I grew up with some Nordic troll stories. Those are also interesting. Okay. I'm going to open the Akashic Records first. So if you haven't done it yet, again, type in #1. For now, I'll open the records. So let's take a deep centering breath, everyone. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space and all objects in the sacred space. For the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read. Our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold the sacred space. And so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now. Yay! So again, everyone, sorry, got a message. Okay, we'll be drawing for 3 people. I'll draw for three people first. Okay. Where is my music? And when you're drawn, this isn't for the 1 hour free readings, okay? This is for this show. If you have a question, we may prepare your question. So when your name is drawn and called, you can just type enter. What if I win the free 1 hour reading? Sorry, random love, light, and vibe. A love and light vibe. Congratulations, and please type in your question. Next up, Bernadette this year. Congratulations, Bernadette. Yeah, that's exactly my question, Donna. Violets for roses. Stephanie, congratulations. And please type in your question. Bernadette, you can ask Akashic Records questions or energy clearing requests. So again, congratulations to Love, Light, and Vibe, Bernadette the Seer, and Violets for Roses. Oh, so Bernadette is here, just typing their question. So we're still waiting for Love, Light, and Vibe, and Violets for Roses. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, will I read for myself? Now I'm just going to draw for another person because I win a lot. I win a lot on the giveaway too. Okay, I got your question. Love, light, vibe. Love and love and light vibe. I got your question, Stephanie. So while we're waiting for Bernadette to type her question, I'll start reading for Stephanie. Oh, sorry, for love and light vibe. I think your old name used to be Earth. That's why I call you Earth. Mhm. Okay, Akashic Records Masters. What is love, light vibes? Love and light vibes. Current soul mission for this period in their life. Okay, is current mission agreed worker? Really interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting from the Akashic Records Masters Love and Light vibe is that your current soul mission is agreed worker. So you work on the crystalline light grid of the earth. So if you don't know what that is, it's like a grid that connects people on earth. And it also connects earth to other star systems. But mostly it connects and protects earth. Like it encloses earth. But I'm trying to see what you've been doing or what you've been up to and how you're doing this. Because as grid workers, I'm also a grid worker, but we work on it differently. Like during the periods when I'm active as a grid worker, I like to run a lot or walk a lot. And it's because I'm anchoring my energy to the light grid and strengthening it. At least that's how it was explained to me by my guides. So I'm trying to look at how you're doing it. I'm seeing you more in the astral plane. So you do this a lot more when you sleep. And you're working on the anchor points. Does she go in the areas with conflict? Okay. I'm seeing you going to countries, to different areas where there are conflicts. This is something that you do during your sleep, love, light, and vibe. I know it's frustrating to hear when you're a greed worker because as light workers, we want to do something. We want to do something consciously. And when we hear that this is something that we do in our sleep, it is effortless. Like what's the point? I want to do something. So it can get frustrating. But just a reminder for you, low light and vibe. This is just one of the missions that you're doing in this current period of your life. This is what you're most active at. That's why this is what's coming forward. But you have many. You might have many more missions, not just as a grid worker. Like me, I have other missions aside from grid work. But for you, you do it more in your sleep. I'm going to ask if is she prone to having attachments or no? Okay, good. So I asked if you get attachments when you're in the astral plane, and they're saying not really, not so much. Because one of the challenges of being a grid worker who works a lot in the astral field is that sometimes you get entities that are attached to us, but they're telling me you're good. Like you don't get a lot of them, but some people do, and those people kind of when they wake up feeling tired. Um, I think one of the misconceptions about being a grid worker is that you wake up tired all the time. No, it's not that's not the case from my understanding. We wake up tired because we get attachments. We get entities or we pick up entities in the astral realm. You don't have this often. You don't get those things often, so you don't have to worry about it. Although protecting yourself before going to sleep, asking Archangel Michael for protection before going to sleep can also help. Yeah, but I hope that makes sense. I'm going to see if I can get more information on how you do this. But most of the time, you do it asleep, which is different from how I do it. Because when I do it, I'm usually awake and running. Hello to the people who just came in. Hello, Linda Keltzer. Hello, Tamer Polat. Hello, Kendra Lesher. Okay, I got Bernadette's question. Thank you so much, Secret Charla. So I hope that helps Love, Light, and Vibe. And again, thank you so much for letting us read or for letting me read for you and for being here. During the first. Oh, okay. Next person is Violets for Roses, who was asking a past life that's still relevant for me in this life and may still affect me. Ooh, I love that question. Okay, Akashic Records Masters, can you please show me a past lifetime of Stephanie that is relevant for her? Okay, Celtic. Was this a Celtic lifetime? Was this in Ireland or Scotland now? Somewhere in between. No, not now. What was she doing in the ruins or in that? Was she the priestess there? Priestess, performing rites for the dead. Okay. Interestingly, Stephanie, the first thing that they showed me was like, uh, the stone. They look like Stonehenge, where there are big, tall stones, and it's actually a Celtic graveyard or something where it's a sacred place. I shouldn't call it a graveyard, but it was it was a Celtic sacred space, a sacred place. It's sort of like a temple that we know of as now, but instead of being like an enclosed space, like a building, it's open. It's open to everything. Um, I shouldn't also call it monolithic structures because there are a lot, but they look like Stonehenge, where there are a lot of those structures, that big, tall rocks that's in a circle. And this is something that the Celts kind of use sacred geometry for. That's how they kind of channel the energy into the place through sacred geometry. That's why there's that formation. What's interesting is that I'm seeing you at the center of it. So I'm like, what is she doing? So you were a priestess in that lifetime. Interestingly, you were a priestess or a shaman, a Celtic shaman, and you were performing the rites for a dead. And it's not okay. It is kind of sad because the person has passed away, but it's also a celebration of their life. Like what they were showing me was a warrior who has passed away, and you were like telling stories or letting people tell stories about the deceased person to celebrate the life that they lived, not just the death that they experienced or suffered. So that was very interesting. Okay, I'm going to check like how is this still affecting you right now? Okay, they're telling me it's your connection with the divine. Here on earth, it's like one of the One of the lifetimes where you were most connected with spirit. I keep asking like, well, how is this connected with your life right now? And they're like, oh, she's not afraid of the dead. I don't know if you can validate that for me, but you're not scared of corpses. You're not scared of people because you used to do it all the time. I mean, you used to perform rites for them all the time. That you are very respectful of that. But yeah, it's that and your connection with the divine. That's why you feel connected with the universe. It's something from the past lifetime that you still carry with you today. Oh, so this is why they were bringing this up. I was wondering about that. Stephanie is saying, "Oh, I was just thinking about how wonderful it is when funerals are more of a celebration of someone's life about 2 days ago." Yeah, because a lot of funerals aren't like this. I don't know why. Perhaps because we are sad that we're gonna miss the people or the person who has passed away, which is true. But yeah, in that lifetime where I saw you, it was a celebration. It was celebrating the life lived more than the ending of the life itself. Because you recognize that the death is not the end. You recognize that as a priestess. And Violet's for Roses is saying, I've handled bodies as I work in healthcare, and I'm not scared. I like to be as respectful as possible. You were like that too in the past. Very respectful, um, not only to the person, but to the families as well. So yeah, I hope that helps. It's a very interesting image that they showed me. Uh, I'll try to post a photo. I'll check it on Google later because it's different. It's difficult to describe it, but it looks like a Stonehenge, just smaller. I'll post one on the community page later. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for all the wonderful work that you do as a moderator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really grateful for you and all the and all the other mods. So yeah, thank you for letting me read for you today. Okay, and last for this round, we have Bernadette this year, who is asking what messages does the Akashic Records have for me about my podcast and arts? Feeling discouraged. Okay, what I'm going to read on is not your Akashic Records, but maybe your podcast's Akashic Records, um, if that makes sense. Because we can do that. So immediately, what I'm getting is not like thoughts or messages, but the energy. I'm feeling the energy of the podcast, and it feels very stagnant right now. Like it's stale. It's still like not moving at all. So I'm trying to understand like why that happened. I keep hearing guests. It's the guests, or maybe the lack thereof. I don't know, Bernadette. But what they're showing me is that the stale energy can it will flow once you get the right guests in. Like it feels stale and still right now. But when you get different guests from things that you're interested in, basically, it's gonna flow. That's what they're showing me. It starts flowing. And it's about you connecting with them as well. Is what I'm hearing with the masters. It's more about the guests. Like you need to find guests that you can connect with. How about for the future? Can you show me? Okay, they're not showing me the future. They're not showing me the future of the podcast, but they're showing me like why the energy feels stagnant right now. So I don't know if that makes sense for you. Oh, okay. Bernadette says I stopped podcasting for now, so that's why it's still. But yeah, once you get the right guests with interest, with things to talk about that really interest you, it's gonna start flowing again. Is what I'm being shown. Like it's still right now, and then it starts to flow. Bernadette says I've had over 600 episodes and people from all walks of life. I thought I was in the right track. Well, no one is ever on the wrong path or on the wrong track. It's just we are on a path somewhere. Even though we don't think of it as successful, a lot of podcasts might, what do you call it? There are periods when there are spikes in the views, and I say this as a YouTuber. This isn't coming from spirit. There are periods when things spike up. So yeah, it's still possible that the past episodes can pick up views. I'm going to ask spirit about that. No, they're not giving me more information about that. Just that the right guests that you can connect with is going to keep the energy flowing. Bernadette says, personally, YouTube sucks. It has a lot of sucky, sucky aspects to it. Yeah. But it's about learning how to deal with the algorithm as well and collaborating with different people. Yeah, about collaboration. It helps channels grow when we collaborate with others because more people get to know us and to see us. And if they're interested and if they resonate with us, they subscribe. But yeah, I hope that helps, Bernadette. The message that I'm getting from the masters is more about the guests. That you need guests again to keep it flowing. So yeah, so I'm going to draw for three more people. I'll draw for three more people before we get to the final draw, where you can win 1 hour free rating with me. The Painless, 1962. Congratulations, The Painless. And yeah, please type your question. Brenda Lucas, congratulations, Brenda. And please type in your question. Tiffany Teasdale, congratulations, Tiffany. And please type in your question. So again, that's The Painless, Brenda Lucas, and Tiffany Teasdale. Okay, I got your question, Tiffany. And The Painless. Oh, okay, Jax. Please rest up. And I hope to see you soon. Brenda. I got your question as well, Brenda. So, first person for this round is the Painless, who is asking, am I living in the current location at this time? I feel very restless where I am, and I just got here. LOL. And it feels as if it may be my location or something else. Okay. For this, I'll use my trusty pendulum, um, Mjolnir. Okay. Is where the Painless is living right now in alignment with their energy? I'm getting a no on this. So that's why you feel very restless. It's not in alignment with your energy. So, is there any location that is more in alignment with them right now? I'm getting a yes that there is something that is more aligned to your energy. But I'm going to check why in particular. I'm feeling the energy of the area where you're at right now. It feels very shaky to me. Usually that means that there's a lot of conflict or chaos energy in the area. Is this the past? Or this is the current energy? Really? So I'm asking, since I do clearings on lands as well, I was asking if this was something that was, being carried over from the past. And they told me no, this is the current energy. That's the current energy of the place. I don't know if it's the building itself or the entire like area or the community where you're living at. Okay, I'm getting more of that. It's more of the entire area. It's not just the house that you're living in. But yeah, the energy feels very shaky. Okay, how can I am not familiar with the area that you're living at, so I can't really suggest places. But yeah, there's something else out there that will be more aligned with you, is what I'm getting from spirit. Oh, okay. They're telling me you're also you're sensitive to energy, the painless. You feel this too. That's why you're uncomfortable and you feel restless. Like you feel that shake, the vibration. What they're showing to me is like whenever you feel it, you like want to run away or go someplace else. And then when you do go someplace else, you feel calmer. You feel more at peace. So that's the energy that you're trying to look for. So in case you are going to move again, try to visit the place first and feel the energy because I feel like you have the gift for that, the painless. You can feel energy. So your spirit guides are telling me, yeah, you can. You can try to feel the energy of the place before you move in. Because right now, yeah, it's not in alignment with you right now. Oh, the painless is saying the restlessness started here. Okay. I'm going to ask, like, is the painless there to transmute the energy? Okay. I, I'll show you the pendulum. Is the painless in their currently location? I haven't even finished asking the question, and they're already answering it. I was asking if if your current mission is to transmute the energy there. And I'm getting a huge no on this, a very strong no. So it's not your mission, it's not your responsibility to transform the energy. So yeah, you can move out anytime you want. But I hope that helps the painless. And yeah, thank you for letting me read for you. And next up, we have Brenda Lucas's question. What should I be working on? To answer that, first, I'm going to ask, like, what is your current soul mission for this period of your life? Is she an innovator or alchemist? Okay. Brenda, what I'm getting is that you're an innovator or you're an alchemist. So that's usually we get people who are very creative in this field of soul missions. And what I was shown was watercolor paintings. I don't know if you do watercolor paintings or any art itself, but that's what I'm being shown right now. Okay, what else? Huh, interesting. So she worked with technology as well. Did she work in the past life in past lifetimes in technology or more of the arts? Okay, more of the arts. In the past, can you show me a past lifetime where she had that gift and that mission as an innovator? Okay, in the past it was technology. Okay. So Brenda, what's very interesting is that so it's not just the arts that work on the innovator and the alchemist role. Inventors also are in that category. And in your past lifetimes, you were more about inventing stuff. Like I was seeing you working on electronics at some point. And yeah, but they're telling me it's not her lifetime right now. She can still do it. Okay, tell me she can still do it if she wants to. But yeah, your mission, your role is to create new things. And it doesn't matter if it's art or if it's an invention, a tool, or if it's as simple as cooking. Cooking is alchemy because alchemy is combining different things or combining different ingredients, different parts, so that you can create a new thing. That's the difference from transmutation. In transmutation, you just change things. You change the you just change things from one state to another. But alchemy is different. You have to bring parts together, different parts, to make something new. And that's what they were showing me with you. Like in the past, you worked on technology, but in this present lifetime, you don't have to do it. You can work on arts if you want to, or you can cook if you want to. But yeah, I'm getting that your current soul mission is still about creating new things. So whichever that, whatever that means for you, if it's art, oh, Brenda Lucas is saying no art. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, if it's not art, what is something that you can create that is new? Yeah, that is the challenge for you. Because in the past, I'm seeing electronics a lot. I don't know if this is on Earth. Okay, they're telling me this wasn't on Earth, but you have that gift. In the past, you were a ship mechanic. Was this in Alpha Centauri? Okay, they're showing me a past lifetime that you had in Alpha Centauri, where you worked on spaceships, and it was very primitive, so it feels like a very long time ago. But I'm seeing you working with the electronics of that ship. So that's the kind of work that you did. You're an innovator. But I hope that helps, Brenda, somehow. And thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Okay, next up, we have Tiffany Teasdale, who is asking for a past lifetime that is relevant to this life and if she needs to heal from it. This is very interesting, Tiffany, because whenever in the past when I was still learning how to read the Akashic Records, I didn't like it. I didn't like reading for myself because it just brings up a lot of trauma. And I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired of doing shadow work. Can I do something else? But that's when Metatron stepped in and he showed me a lifetime that I had that is still relevant for to this lifetime, but didn't really contain any traumas. It was something that was meant to. helped me realize like why I am the way I am today. So whenever we say something that is relevant, it doesn't always mean that we have to heal from that. So okay, I'm going to read your records now. But I hope that's an explanation that would be helpful, not just for you, Tiffany, but to the people who are watching. Was this in Atlantis? But somewhere similar. Was this on Earth even? Oh, it's not on Earth. Sirius B. Somewhere in Sirius B. Okay, okay, okay. Interestingly, Tiffany, what they first showed me was a sea. It was a very water place. And then when I asked if it was on Earth, they told me no. It was actually in Sirius B. And it's the first time that I saw a part of Sirius B that looks like that. It's very watery, but it feels a lot like Earth. And you were a Sirius B or a Syrian B being, very tall, but you were male in that lifetime. Okay, you were male. And I asked, like, what were you doing there? And the Akashic Records Masters, they told me that you were working with dolphins, or what we know right now as dolphin beings. Okay, how is that relevant in our lifetime right now? Okay, they're telling me it's relevant because you feel a certain connection with the sea, and not just the sea itself, but with sea creatures. So I don't know if that makes sense for you, Tiffany, if you love the sea. And but they're telling me it brings you calm. Like the first time, the first image that they showed me, I felt very peaceful just watching it, and I felt like I was a monk sitting at the top of a cliff and meditating. That's how peaceful it is. So if you're looking for peace, going to the sea, going to a body of water, it's going to help you ground. Is what the Akashic records are showing me. I do love the ocean, is what Tiffany Teasdale is saying. But yeah, it's one of the ways that it is still affecting you right now, although it's not like traumatic. But it does explain your love for the sea, why you love ocean, why you love the ocean a lot. Because in the past, yeah, in the past, you spent a lot of time near it. It feels like home to you. That's why they were showing me that image. So I hope that helps. Oh, Tiffany says I do search out water anytime I can. That's why I feel like you've had many lifetimes in Sirius B and maybe even other water planets. Uh, but yeah, that's why, because I've had many lifetimes there, not only on land but even in the water itself. Because what they were showing me is that you were living in a water planet, but you're not on the water itself or in the water itself. You were still like walking in the land for that particular lifetime that they showed me. So yeah, that was very interesting. So I hope that helps, Tiffany, to help you get to know why you love the water and the ocean so much. I hope that helps, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. And I want to say hi to the people who just came in. Fogo Fogo, our dear friend Kaylee. Thank you so much for that. And I again, people, I'm going to be on her channel. I think Jax has also posted the links to that. Oh, and yes, this is it. Um, Violet's Rose Stephanie has also posted the link to Woo Woo Wonderment's live stream for tomorrow. So I hope to see you there, everyone. It's gonna be fun. And Liz and Noah is also here. Hi, Liz. I hope that you're doing well right now. Um, I'm just backtracking if I missed any messages. Liz and Noah is asking, "Hi, any chance for a reading?" Yes, we're just at the top, almost. Just a little bit after the top of the hour. I'm going to draw for one lucky person who's going to get a 1 hour free reading for me. So if you're interested in that, please type in our magical hashtag for today. It's hashtag one. Yeah, so that you get the chance for a reading. Ah, Tiffany says, "Thank you. It really makes sense. I want everyone to feel the calm. Me too. If only we can send out the feeling of peace. And actually, we can. We were talking about grid work a while ago with one of the readings. And one of the ways that we can help grid workers is by sending out love and light to the grid. And we can do that by, feeling calm, feeling the peace. And then when we do, we try to send that out to the grid. And imagine it as a ray of light or a beam of light or however you want. Uh, and then beam it out to the crystalline light grid. And we can help a lot of people with that energetically, especially since the energies in the past months have been quite heavy. So yeah, it will benefit a lot of people when we do that. Oh, Liz, you have to type the number or the not the number, but the where is my banner? But the word in it's one ONE. So I'm going to wait a few minutes for that. Oh, and yeah, I just checked my next shows for my calendar. The next the next show that I'll be doing will be on 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 Friday. On Friday your time. I will be doing the Starseed Akashic lifetimes and want to ask a question. You can try your luck there. We also draw randomly for the readings. But yeah, if you're interested in that, I hope to see you there. And on the same day, but on a later hour, I will be back again for one of my favorite shows with some of my favorite people here on YouTube. I'll be back with Linda de Gonzalez and Gerald Tarot Stash for the Fart Show. We do tarot and oracle card readings that has smelly euphemisms about farts and letting go. But I assure you, we are very serious about being funny. No, the readings can get quite deep, even though we deliver it with humor. The readings can get quite deep. So I hope to see you there as well. Hi, Gwen. I think I received a message from you. I've yet to reply, but I will after the show. Me too. It's one of my favorite shows. Not that I don't like any of the other ones that I'm doing or with the guests that I'm with, but it's just fun. I can get as unhinged as I can on that show. Yeah, it's a gas, Donna Marie. Okay, I think the people have typed in hashtag one, so we are going to draw for the lucky winner of an hour free reading. So when your name is drawn, please say hi in the chat and email me afterward. What if I draw myself? Shining love like truth. Charlotte, congratulations. And yeah, email me. I think you have my email. Yeah, let's schedule an hour of private reading. And congratulations. And again, you can choose between the three services that I offer. I offer Akashic Records readings, starseed readings, and energy healings. So yeah, congratulations. I did not reset the pain list. Yes, Gwen, I received it. I am going to reply to it. So thank you so much for that email. And thank you for being here, everyone. I'm going to close the records before I forget. So just as we have started, we have begun, let's take 3 deep breaths. I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Your energy stays with you, and my energy stays with me. Thank you, and take care as well, Kendra. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here. It's been a journey. It's been a journey to be here, and I'm so grateful that I get to be here for for the first year. I hope to be here many more years to come. I'm grateful for the people who are sticking around. So yeah, thank you everyone. I am grateful to each and every one of you, whether you won a reading today or not. Just know that I'm grateful. Whether you are in the chat or you're watching the replay, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And to the people who leave the comments after the shows. Really, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't get to say it that often, but yeah, it really helps the channels a lot when you comment afterwards. So I'm very grateful for the people who do that. And yeah, many more years to come. Yes, shining love, light, truth. So until next time, everyone. Um, thank you again for being here and for sharing the space with us. And until next time, stay curious about the soul and see you again next week. Bye.